on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Marcus Mariota and the Tennessee Titans. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready, blue line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Mariota now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Let him know.
From the 29, Mariota on the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush, terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Watson. Open man, the tight end fouls. 25 yards that time. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Thinking about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
You're set. You're 18. Alert. Back. Go.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. Completes it to Miller. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Fairbairn able to put this one through. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
We got this. The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And the catch made by Johnson. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Yeah, because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just 1 throw.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Completes it to Davis. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. The first red zone opportunity for the Titans. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Working out of the gun. Mariota complete. This is Lewis. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it 2nd down.
At the Texans' 9-yard line.
From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Screenplay, Johnson. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen. And then
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Dion Lewis with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the lead is now 14-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
From the gun on third, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Out of the gun, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. The 20. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers stop.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Running from the gun, Johnson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. As they've got it facing 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Down conversions, so they got one there. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just away and catch the football, but not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota.
That's some bullshit, nigga.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line. Sharp hauling it in from Mariota. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking deep downfield. And that's
Oh,
going
he's
to be
definitely missing on my
incomplete.
fucking neck cause like
Good
10
effort
bricks.
there trying to take a shot, but
Ain't no
it's third
pussy with no
down.
bricks.
One thing I know from experience is
Bubby
that when the deep
pussy
ball
and
is
it.
thrown and you're the
It make no
defender,
sense.
you've got to fight
It
that
make no
little bit of
sense.
panic that
It make
emerges.
no sense.
You've got to play the
It
ball
make no
really
sense.
well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a
Make no
shot.
sense.
How are you going to win it?
Make no
In this
sense.
case, they managed to get it done. So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
I feel like I'm Gucci
They are
Man in
more athletic
2006.
now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace
like
their
10 bricks.
backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them
It make no
special.
sense.
And now those
It make no
50-plus
sense.
yarders seem easy for some reason. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Watson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. To throw is Watson.
Yo, come to this side. I'm on the way to
He'll rifle this
God.
one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller.
Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football.
Made him get off.
Now, if you're the defense,
Damn, so I opened the party and everybody
you're a
just...
little off balance.
So y'all niggas had to play with it. I feel like when we was playing, I was like, I'm up to fuck these niggas.
That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And he's going to
Yeah,
get
that was-
the first
that was
down as
second
the
down.
tackle's made at the Titans' 37.
I'm calling you.
And there was
And then I
absolutely
talking
zero
shit, man.
pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down.
And
he
this
has
is still
all the time
active?
in the world to eventually
Yeah, bro.
find an open
And I got
receiver.
6 reps, so I'm okay.
Watson on target here to Fuller.
How the fuck you get?
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon,
times
the
2
drag
rep
routes
plus
are pretty good
the
when they
times
run
4 rep that
against
they
it
give
because
us in the
you're
park
running
right
away
now.
from people on it.
Who's top
Able
rep?
to get 7 on that first down pass
paint beast.
play. 2nd and 3.
The 84 paint me. Where he at?
Check.
I'm weak.
Check. Hot
On the ground, this is Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Nobody want to step on with them. Really?
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Being chased out left. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
We just really gave nobody a heads up. Nigga just
As
said.
we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan
Nigga didn't say
Coachman
nothing.
in
Nigga Pop
Orlando.
said some shit, nigga left.
Scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business.
Why
The
do you want
coach.
to like
Texans
playing?
passing game.
Why do niggas still run away?
Another first.
Of course it's the nigga that's not infected that runs
What you're
away.
looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide,
Bro,
who can not only get open,
what's worse?
but when
Playing
they're
them
covered,
niggas Or
can
playing
uncover
niggas that never even
themselves
played yet.
downfield and create.
Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. Will Fuller, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. We've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
I'm about to dunk on one of them.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been. He's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
They can't play defense.
Bro, honestly,
the Titans offense set to begin.
Oh, this nigga not infected? Oh, yeah, you're not getting infected this game.
Last time. They
better go somewhere else.
Field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
Where you at,
and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now, what's that sense that they giving you right now?
Check 26, check 23.
Alright, listen. He got the board and just pick it up.
A first down carry here for Johnson. Up to make the stop, the Texans' leading tackler a year ago, Zach Cunningham.
This shot is so fucking ugly, but it goes.
And it is incomplete.
Good shot.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could
This
not
nigga was
hang
cold.
on. It's third down.
Still.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on
you
the
thought
football
about that for a
and bring it
second.
into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the
Honestly.
incomplete pass. To throw Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis.
I can't shoot that.
Drive. This is
I
turning
haven't
out to
shot
be
a
that
fucking
time
fade
9
man.
yards, and the sticks move
You
again.
can't shoot.
Oh, I know he can't shoot.
From the
That's why my guarding
32
him so
now,
tight.
here's 1st and 10. They go back to the
Maybe in the corner.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
Yes, I do.
Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just
And
over 40
they better
seconds to
spread
go
this
in
shit
the
where you
first
cannot
half.
catch an alley. They tell you.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Oh, dude, you can't just throw an alley to somebody. Hey.
Mariota to throw.
Oh, that's a shot.
He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
I seen that. I already seen
Third
that.
and final timeout, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Mariota going to bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Now here's
Bad
a pass
still
on
pops
1st
up.
down that's
What's
knocked
a bitch?
away and incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries.
Oh, this nigga tried to block you. What's up with my headphone? That's my fault. I was backpedaling. I got an hour left for this shit.
And this is going to be caught by Sharp for a Tennessee touchdown. Tajay Sharp, his first
I say it went to
touchdown of the
27%.
year, as his guys are able to regain the
28.
lead.
Right when this nigga jumped.
Extra point put through by Succop, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Yeah, I be thinking y'all so fucking smart.
The kickoff team on field now as they will send this one away.
Shaking my head. Your teammate being there.
No return on this one is a fair catch, a signal for and take it.
And I'm there. Yo, bro, I know these niggas be tight, bro.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field.
I don't even know how you got that steal.
Well, I'm trying.
Under pressure now, Watson, and
Oh,
down
you're trying to quick
he
push
goes.
that, man.
Jarrell Casey, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
I don't know how
now
you
the
got
Texans
that.
will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
Dude.
Good leg.
Throwing on second and long. Watson.
Made another one.
And for the
I'm
third
consistent
time here in
finishing
this
on
half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Good done.
Following the interception here, Mariota. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
You're a pussy.
So we've come upon
You can shoot over my
halftime here in
team.
week 17. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Oh, yeah. We'll go for this. I'll go for this, bro.
6-2.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of week 17 is underway.
That's a steal? He did not pass
in the
that.
end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
That's off. Bro, if that shit gets timed at least wrong right there, it's automatic.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They're down here, but
Not
very
there,
much
right
in
there.
this game. What's the tonality of a coach's
How you late?
talk when a game is within
though?
striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down.
You know, I mean, I heard it cold,
I think they
man.
want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it
I
from
hate
there.
this game. Like,
Time
come on,
finally
boy.
runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Jayon Brown able to drop him for a loss of a couple. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. 3rd and long, it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets
I don't know if this guy got bailout or
because
something,
the
but
defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They stay on the ground on 1st with Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Oh, my God.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him.
Move back. Yo, he just be running right now.
1st down. He gets it to Humphreys. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10.
Oh, my.
Underneath for Johnson. And into the
I wasn't expecting. I was expecting to get stopped.
David Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
That's off.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point lines up successful.
Thank you, game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Ow!
The Texans offense ready to go here for
yelling
the
at
next
teammates
drive.
right now.
And on the
I
last
have
go around,
18
they really
boys.
couldn't get anything going.
Y'all over here missing.
From deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Back to throw, Watson. Open man, the tight end fails. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped.
I have times 6 because I only spun the wheel. So basically, I got times 2 and then times 4.
Of over 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Watson
This nigga Sherrod is cheating on his goal with this bitch. I'm just.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th
Bro,
time
this
today.
he always does it though.
Picked up by the USC
Roger from seeing his stuff.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Mariota, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Call it a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down.
All right, so by the time
working out of the gun, Mariota. It gets this one to Johnson. And he'll go down at the 28.
I thought he was going to be down the
first down pickup of 8. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now you get to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Johnson. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out.
Thank
the running game can really benefit your team right now.
I was going to get the lead.
On 3rd down, Mariota.
I did learn how to use my gun shot without the ball.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
So I just put it back
good
up.
snap, good hold.
I don't know how that was in green or did not.
Never in doubt, just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level.
Nah, this game is different.
They go through.
Still off. Nope. Still off.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say,
You still took that?
Going, finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
All of us ran in the paint. You still take that off.
Picked off by Logan Ryan. Still's the intended target. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's
baseline.
interceptions in this two-game stretch.
So if you went to the baseline like that, they're going to pull you out.
Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
What?
They go to Johnson again.
We had someone take out for the ball from
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And I did it on that shit.
On 3rd down, it's Lewis. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
You got it. That nigga said, claims gold, man. Where you going?
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
He gonna pass it again. He's shot it?
1 quarter remains here as the regular
That was wide
season
open.
starts to wind down. We'll return
How was that wide open?
after this. This is
I got
the
it,
NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run on first down.
Good shot.
Johnson. And
I'm
he's going to be
mixing it
hemmed
up.
in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Yo,
No gain on
apparently
the play.
all my
It'll be
hotspots
2nd
came back.
down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see
Apparently,
a
I
lot
have
of
2 in the.
and
I
the
have
difference between that
they're
and
both back in the corner, and then one at the wing.
Trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he
That's
gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps.
Yo, they be giving them the fullest whites ever. Alright, bro. Y'all
The
are
Titans on
Ed.
3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
I was about to get
Zach Cunningham with a pick.
That's my
And
one
he's
move.
able to get it back
And that's
here
all. That's
to
all.
the 43-yard line.
What jump shot is that?
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking
I'm
up
still gonna get a whole
man-to-man?
bunch of
Is he run with a
That's
running
the
back or a
crazy
tight
part.
end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah,
I missed the best
versatility
out
is showing those hands.
I lagged a little.
To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Watson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
97.8? I didn't even do nothing. I didn't score.
99.9.
From the gun, here's Watson. And Stills bringing it in. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. Hard to believe.
Yo,
it
literally just said.
They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
No. It didn't. It did 3% to me.
Change the coverages behind them throughout
Just
the
said
game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throwing on first down, but this one
Damn,
winds
and I
up
can't
to
spin
be
the wheel again,
incomplete.
yeah.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Y'all should come back. I
Again,
like
it's
that.
Watson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be
Finish
3rd
playing
down.
today. Then
The
me,
Texans
I'm
on
gonna
3rd
meet
down.
Victoria.
They've converted 4 times out of
Franklin.
6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 10. Here's
I'm gonna
Watson.
random the name of each other.
And now here is another interception.
Now we're about to go by Eli.
Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his
New
guys
conspiracy.
will get the
That board
football
took
back.
tax action. No, it don't. It says thoughts.
The Titans offense set to begin.
They drew the hair.
That turnover
they drew the
might
eyes.
just about do it here.
The whiskers. Nah, that's hilarious, bro.
They can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart. Couple of first downs, and this one.
One of them got to be a small forward.
3 yards on the pickup there.
They have
It'll
a
be
rim
second
protector
down.
guarding me.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
There is a way, and he's a small forward, bro. Nah, they're not central. They're small
He's
forwards.
been busy this afternoon. And they'll get him down past the 15.
Nah, power forward. That's what I
12
mean.
yards there and a first
I
down.
ain't going to take move.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate.
Yeah,
First and 10 at the
I ain't guarding
18.
that paint beast. I ain't gonna kill me. I don't know. If I was in 97, that was fine.
Johnson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage.
My
and
interior
that's
defense
it.
goes up to 65. When
Officially
I get to
no
97.
gain on the play, and it's second down.
So what?
I can suck my dick.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Nah, you're a baby.
You the same size.
Now you 6'3" or 4, one of those. That's in.
There's a 20th carry
What?
for Johnson.
Usually that goes
And
in.
he loses the football
Where's
a
the
second
stretch
time. And the Texans scoop it. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone.
Okay, it's okay.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do?
Well, we
But,
already know who's gonna run.
let's tip the cap to the
Right over there.
defense here.
Can't move
Not a
yet.
problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team. Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm
thought
actually
y'all
a
seen
little
that.
bit surprised, though, that they got as much
I
out as they
ran
did.
into the stretch before that was
Decent
in
little gain, puts him in a pretty good spot for second down.
Oh.
Now a second down throw for the end zone,
shot.
but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But now
This
it'll be
nigga look, he
third
be
down.
upset when
So
he-
after the second down
whoa, whoa,
incompletion,
why
they'll
am I in
come
the
up
paint?
now against a 3rd and 6.
Yeah, that's my
Third
fault.
down, Miller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
That was a full white ass
Now
shot.
Watson, the quick slant caught.
Oh, yeah.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. To throw is Watson.
Nah, he can shoot that.
Felt good. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Deshaun Watson.
Oh, yeah.
His
Why am I running
second
now?
touchdown of the afternoon. And
Oh,
the
my-
Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Fairbairn good with the extra point.
Oh,
And
they
the lead
swap
is
him too.
trimmed
Okay,
down
good.
to 10.
I don't feel like having that paint beast guard.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn.
Well, that nigga
now
can't
to
guard
kick it
Isaiah,
away.
apparently.
And a fair catch
I seen that.
signaled
Nope,
for
I'm tired
and
of that.
Taken successfully.
Literally, I be forgetting he has park handles.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus
So you telling me
side.
those
Still
won't
time here in this
activate
4th
unless it's
quarter,
in the
but maybe you start thinking
Wow.
about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking
Matter of
touchdowns
fact,
anymore.
that makes
You're
sense.
just
She's a
thinking
paint
first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
I got you, CD.
After the loss to start
Great.
out, here's
I got you,
2nd and
CD.
11.
What are you talking about, boy? I got you, boy.
Nah, this. He just snagged that out there. So he
They'll
go to
keep it on the
paint.
ground. Johnson. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I'm gonna come to the park with
And this
2
is an
big men
absolutely
and
big
a
third down
guard,
that's been
and we're
set up
gonna
here,
win.
partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
And it depends on how you
said
make
big
it.
third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
I swear to God, if I
Because
let
apparently Paint Beast can shoot.
Hey, man.
Nah,
The
bro,
Titans
you should have
on
waited.
third
He was
down.
hoping
They
I
hit
ran up to him so he
4
could
and 7.
pass.
This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's
Isaiah.
Mariota. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to
Guard me.
I
I just bounced it off the ground and threw it up.
Is he getting
No
fooled
way.
by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed and they're showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the
It's because I'm mad small with Giant Slayer on home
The
team.
reason is he better figure it out. Meanwhile, they take a
Isaiah, you
shot
talking
to
about this
start
game
the
sucking
drive, but this is
you?
going to wind
Do you
up
see what you be
incomplete.
hitting, bro?
In 2018,
I said
Deshaun
it
Watson
took a
had
bit,
5
man.
fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6.
I don't understand. If you pass the line, if you're on the line, shouldn't it be 95.5? But when you pass the line, it's just 0.5.
Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Damn. When I came to the park, I was
Defenses have had
65%.
their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
Cap, I was
It's
50%.
been a game of punch, counter, punch, hasn't it?
I gave him
All
30.
throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Yo.
The Titans
I
offense
keep
set to
on the
begin
one
the
that you win
drive.
for.
Turnover that just got him the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they
I
been
got
able to
it,
score
bro.
on
I
the
got
other
it on
side,
two
this would have been
seconds.
a
That dragon
one-possession
to me
game.
is
So
not
you don't
deep.
sense full relief here.
That shit is
No,
deep.
I don't. Especially
How
with the
the
ball
fuck
this
they
deep
let
in
that,
their own
like,
territory,
that
because
look
you
like
make a
a
mistake,
dragon
they've got
now.
it right back in prime position.
They certainly
Right,
do.
it's
So
so
now, almost like, you know,
I
almost
put
like
like I'm about level 3 level
Take
4
care
and
of
shit.
it
That
back.
nigga still
Make sure
had
the other
mad
team
hurt.
doesn't touch it, but move it with
I was
consistent
like,
gains. Wear down the
nah.
clock and make them use their timeouts in this
Nah,
situation.
they did.
Now
Nah,
that's a
sometimes
nice
them
play.
end
Got me fired up,
them
partner.
end
But can they do it
snapping and
back-to-back
roll up.
plays? All the training that you go through as a defense
They
for
can't
these
take the attack one at a
situations,
time.
and you have to
Every
get the
take
ball
has
back.
flash.
Everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands. Whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge fourth-quarter stop? Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
Why do I look like 3 big people? That's a fact, bro. Alright, see.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away.
Yeah, what the hell
Here's
type of shoes
Jones
y'all
on the
all got
return.
on? I mean, the fair guys are fine. The fair guys
21
are fine.
yards. Well done on the return. And the Texans
I'm
will
small
take
forward, a power
over.
I don't know
forward.
why
So
they got
first and 10.
three niggas that
Checking
can't
the
see.
NFL scoreboard there,
Hey,
the
you gotta
4th now in
try.
Minneapolis.
You gotta-
And the gap in that
You got
one
to put
has
the leader on,
widened.
too?
The Bears have scored again. A win would be just their 2nd of the year if they can hold on.
Yeah, that's really hard for him to
Trying to
see
shake
him.
off the interception from the last drive.
I thought he had it on.
And they'll get him down as
But he
he's
wasn't telling me
inside the
percentages.
40. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Watson.
Oh, they're bumps. And then Isaiah snapped.
The escapability in evidence there is that
That's still winning. Pro touch. Pro touch.
Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking.
He said, I'm going to just take it.
everyone's
He said, I'm going to
For
just
a
take it.
quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call flatliner. Level
What do you think
everything
we
he
did?
does. Read the
We was
play,
practicing
feel it,
squares.
and go at the appropriate time.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Forced out to his left. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Oh, my fault.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. One last throw here for Watson.
Yo, this jump time is so bad if you don't time it right.
They
You
were
get the
going
board
for a
sometimes, you get able to
consolation
go
TD,
with
but
it.
it was not to